It is officially cold in Arkansas. I woke up this morning and it was 39 degrees. So we have got both fireplaces cranking out. We have really all week. First fires that we've started in here. First fires we've started in the house since we've owned the house, actually. A few weeks back, we had someone come and clean them really well, kind of just inspect them and tell us, you know, if they were in working condition or not. Our wood burning stove down in the schoolroom was in perfect condition, so we started a fire in there first, and then this one he said do a small fire and just see. And it's actually been working really well. We thought the metal would get a bit hot, but it actually isn't, surprisingly. So I have been sharpening my fire starting skills. I've never actually just started a legitimate fire inside. So Nathan gave me some tips, and I've had this thing rolling out since 8 o'clock this morning. I'm feeling all kind of proud. I will tell you, once you have like a fire in the house, like you realize how much you miss it. It's like, how did I go 2 years without having this just coming right here? We've all kind of just congregated in the living room, which is typically what we did anyways, but it just seems like so cozy in here now with the fire going. I've been letting Charlie do her school up here by the fire. It's just been really, really sweet. And I'm like, okay, now I know what life is like. Like, there is no going back to winters in this house without a fire. One of the things I have loved so much is when I come outside to do chores in the morning and it's 40 degrees and cold for this Arkansas gal. It is nice to go right back inside and just warm up by the fire. I'm actually coming out to check on some stuff in the garden. It's been really rainy here the last few days, which is nice because I haven't had to water the garden, and rainwater is just really good for the garden too. So I just haven't been able to like come out here and just look over the garden really well, which is just what I plan on doing. It's all looking lovely. Look at all these beans that need to be picked. Wow, these have grown so much. Oh, I'll just eat that one. I feel like when I just did a garden tour, there was just a few little babies on here, and now they're just coming up everywhere. I was planning on making some roasted radishes for dinner, which is really what kind of stemmed, oh, get out in the garden, check on everything, harvest some stuff for dinner. I think all of these radishes that I had planted a while ago from Hostels, pretty sure a lot of them are ready to be harvested. And then my baby greens have just exploded. You know, a lot kind of changes for us this time of year. I enjoy it. It is a huge, like, just shift in the seasons. We get to slow down a lot. The garden is kind of on autopilot, if you will. Fall and winter things just are really low maintenance, honestly, which is why we really enjoy them. The chores in the summertime, like, we're watering the rabbits several times a day, making sure they have fans and they're staying cool. In the winter and the fall, it's like, wow, you just really, in my opinion, get to sit back and just like really enjoy your animals, really enjoy your garden. So of course, growing in the summertime is my favorite, but there's pruning, you know, it just demands a lot more of you. You're harvesting much more often if you're anything like me. So the winter garden just kind of gives me a break, but still gives me the ability to grow food. It's just not as demanding. And I don't know, I love it. It's like, I feel like every farmer, gardener, homesteader, whatever you may be, like, needs this time for this reset. Things just kind of slow down a little bit. We appreciate it. And then it gives us an opportunity to really soak in, appreciate all the animals on our farm, appreciate our garden so much more, which obviously in the bountiful months of summer, like, I appreciate my garden. I truly do. Just get to soak up like the slowness of the season, you know? And for me, I don't sell any of our fall and winter crops. This is just for my family's use and for us to preserve. So that is a huge thing. It is truly like my season off in the fall and the winter. I'm going to be dabbling into sourdoughs and just things that like I really enjoy and kind of just reset, refresh, rejuvenate me, if you will, just to gear up for the busy spring and summer that I know is just right around the corner. I don't know. I just really, really like this time of year. Look at that. Isn't it so pretty? Ooh, this one looks really big too. This will always be one of my favorite things to do. Just come out. Charlie, come look what Mommy has. Look what I just pulled out of the ground.
Radishes!
You want to try one?
Try a radish?
Yeah, Mommy probably needs to clean it off first, huh? Do you want to get one? Yeah? Baby?
What? Radish is ready.
Alright, so look, you have to push back and you see the ones that are coming out?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that one's ready? Wiggle it. There you go! Show me what you got!
So many radishes.
Yeah, do you know what kind these are? They're called the white icicles. Because look, don't they look kind of like a white icicle?
So they're called white icicles because they're
right.
white and they look like icicles.
Look at that, y'all. Alright, we got a few more and then we'll be good for dinner. June, what you got? Is that radish? Yeah, say radish. I truly encourage you guys to let your kids come out in the garden with you, especially the radishes. That's typically something that I let the kids plant and harvest because they're quick. The kids enjoy them. Like Charlie just thinks it is the coolest thing ever. I have no idea who she gets that from. But it sparks a lot of joy in my children and it sparks their creativity a lot. And so for me, I really enjoy seeing that as a parent and just seeing them get so excited. One of my favorite things about growing a garden is having no idea what I'm gonna cook for dinner or what Nathan's gonna cook for dinner. And then we're just able to like come out in the garden and walk through the garden and see what's ready to harvest and just plan our meals around that. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite things about growing the food is just letting it inspire me to cook. Those of you who have been following me for some time know that I'm not the best cook. I'm learning, and so being able to come out here and draw inspiration and teach myself how to cook based off of what I'm growing is something that I love. It's another aspect of why I love growing the food. I don't know, it's just really cool to be able to come into my backyard and just harvest whatever we're cooking for dinner. I am incredibly thankful that I am harvesting off the beans right now because it is chilly here. And I was hoping that I would be able to have a good harvest off of these before the frost came. I'm glad that I'm getting a mess of beans off. I don't know, typically we don't get frost well into November, so I think we're fine, but it is chilly today. So knowing that, oh well, I'm getting to already receive the bounty from these plants, and knowing that if the frost did wipe them out, that it's okay. Look at them. Truly, I think I just missed a lot, but look at that. These are the beans that were growing in the walkway. And I left them, as you see, they're starting to run. Some of them have produced blooms and they'll produce beans, so I'm just gonna let them stay. All right, I'm freezing and I think this is enough beans for dinner because I still have to get some baby greens. Yeah, that's a good mess. This bowl's pretty deep, so yay. So my greens are looking great. My cut and come again varieties, which I had some people comment and ask, what do you mean by cut and come again? So when I talk about cut and come again, I can literally cut these and then they will regrow. I can cut them again and then regrow again. It truly is a huge reason why I love growing these. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. We've got some bok choy. Look at that pretty. It's like a stir-fry lettuce. I love these. Get some Russian kale is what that looks like. Get some red mustards. Just trying to get a nice variety for a stir fry. Some of these are bigger down here. Look at those red mustards. Yes, these are actually pretty big. Look at that. That's big. I grabbed some more bok choy because these are my favorite. They're just the cutest, most tasteful thing. Y'all, it is getting it's getting chilly. I'm such a wimp when it comes to the cold, but that's a nice harvest. I think I'm gonna pick some fresh nasturtiums as well, just to throw on a salad. All right, I made it back in and coffee is happening. I truly feel like in the fall and winter, it's acceptable to drink coffee any hour of the day or night, really. There's nothing like doing chores, taking care of animals, harvesting the garden. You're a bit chilly and coming inside to a warm cup of coffee. So I am going to finish brewing my coffee, figure out what to make for dinner, and enjoy the rest of my night with the kiddos. Can you say hi? Hi? Hey, oh, you want this?
Good.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. And we'll talk to you soon. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.